today's topic is going to be Jessica Simpson is going to bring back the y2k aesthetic. Because I just saw a picture of her and her daughter, and I'll put it there. And it looks to me like, they got some y2k definite look going on there. So let me know what y'all feel, because back in the day, I'm wearing fancy love today in honor of Miss Jessica Simpson. So back in the day, like in the y2k era, it was like her shoes and her handbags. It was all the rage. Her shoes, you always knew when it was like a Jessica Simpson shoe. It was like the heel was just a little bit higher, and the shape was like a little bit sexier than the rest of the shoes. You know what I'm saying? And the color, it was just like, even if it was like a plain black pump, somehow she made it like really sexy. Like she made the front of the shoe scoop down a little bit low, or maybe they were a little pointier. So everything she does, I love everything that she makes. It's just like a little extra something that makes it like a little bit sexier, in my opinion. So let me know y'all opinion about Jessica Simpson's shoes. So and I also did notice, like back in the day, her handbags, the satchel bags, they were about this big. They were really popular back then. They came in all different sizes, but I always liked the bigger one so I could put more stuff in. So it's just like, I remember the Jessica Simpson bags, for some reason, they were always a little bit roomier. Let me know what y'all think if you remember back then. Her bags were always a little bit roomier. Her barrel bags were always a little bit more roomier than the rest. And they just like, for some reason, they were just like a little sexier. I don't know, what it was, but her bags were always like sexier than the rest of the bags that were for sale wherever I went. So I definitely think from her outfit and the way her hair is styled in that picture, definitely, I think that she's definitely gonna, bring back the y2k aesthetic, because to be honest with you, there's so much interest out there, and there's so much talk and about the y2k, the blingy era, that I do believe that a lot of girlies will definitely embrace y2k merch. Any new y2k merch that's coming out, because to be honest with you, I just love it. I had a thing for zebra print, especially hot pink and black. I loved the zebra print. Tell me about what y'all was crazy about back then. It was like, to me, the zebra print, I was just like, it was everything, and I was like satisfied. I had black and white zebra print curtains that I was totally in love with. To be honest with you, hanging up in like 5 houses ago. I think they were hanging up in my living room, and I had a big living room back then. They were hanging up in my living room for like over 10 years. So I love them. I love my zebra curtains, yeah. So, yeah, so I'm looking forward to see like what's actually going to happen with all this, Y2K interest, yeah. And I'm interested to see the girlies who are going to, buy this stuff. I'm interested to see what's going to sell, how they're going to make it, a 2025 version, like kind of like give it an upgrade, and see what the designers and, what they do to the Y2K merch that hopefully will be coming out. I know the juicy bags are like, they're really not expensive if you get them in juicy bags in Marshalls and TJ Maxx are really not expensive. And, but what's making them like really expensive is the resellers. They're like jacking up the price and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So just like head on over to Marshalls and TJ Maxx and and scoop them up for like what they're worth, anywhere between 20 and 40 or $50. So they're really not expensive, girlies. The Juicy Couture is really not expensive, yeah. So I remember, now that I'm talking about the handbags, okay, back in the day, Betsy Johnson bags. Betsy Johnson bags, they were so cute. If y'all were a Betsy Johnson fanatic, let me know. I used to go into her store in the 80s when on the east side of Manhattan. I used to pop into her store and oh, I love Betsy Johnson. Let me tell you, I mean, just her bags and her ideas. I mean, I used to love the way she styled herself back in the 80s. She had like extensions, but they were like knotted on, and she was, I thought she looked so beautiful. She does have one daughter named Lulu, and I think she's a grandmother now, but I mean, I just love Betsy Johnson to death, okay? I just love everything that, she sells, period. So yeah, so I remember she had like all these crazy bags that was just so unique, like a telephone bag and hearts and all kinds of designs that only Betsy Johnson can think of. Nobody else could be like that creative as her. I remember going to 7th Avenue when she had like an insider type of sale when I was working on 7th Avenue in the city. She used to have like tons of clothes and stuff. They were not cheap. Back in the day, guys, nothing was a good deal. I mean, back in the 70s and the 80s, we all paid so much money just for a top or pants or shoes. Like I remember back in the 70s, it was like there was no, in the 80s and 90s, there was no Dollar Tree. I don't know when the Dollar Tree came out, but there was no Dollar Tree. There was no Dollar Tree. I remember one friend of mine, he went to get a couple of greeting cards in Rite Aid or CVS, and he got like 5 or 6 of them, and he spent like a good $40 on greeting cards. There was no Dollar Tree. So yeah, there was no Dollar Tree back then. We paid, we paid a lot of money. We paid so much money just for a suit. If we needed a suit or boots, or everything was $100. Seriously. But yeah, that was back in the day. There was no Shein, nobody really went to thrift stores. I actually went into a thrift store. It was like back in the 80s, but I just walked in and got like 1 or 2 things and walked out because it just wasn't a thing. And I guess I didn't know what to look for, but it just wasn't a thing, But then I started revisiting the thrift store before things got itchy. If you know what I'm saying. So I started revisiting the thrift store back in the early 2000s, and I used to get like $500 coats for like $15, but that was a long time ago. I have thrift thrifting stories. I really don't go over there anymore. I just like to buy everything clean, fresh, and new, period. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it costs. It's just like, to me, I consider it like dirty, so I'm sorry. That's how I feel, period. That's how I feel. You know, if you feel different, you know, hey, that's cool. You know, but for as for me, hell no. Hell no. It has to be you. I mean, yeah, so let me know what y'all think about this Y2K resurrection, if you will. You know, what do you feel is going to happen? Do you feel the girlies are and everyone is going to embrace it? I think they will. I mean, whatever you know, comes out, whatever they're selling, Y2K inspired, I think it's gonna work, because I mean, who doesn't like bling? I mean, mostly everybody likes a little bit of bling, a little bit of something. So yeah, so I think, hey, I mean, I can't wait to see what they're going to sell. So yeah, it's the end of my little video for today, and I will definitely, 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 definitely